My mother asked what I wanted to be when I grew up. I said, a lion tamer. She said, quit lying. I said, I ain't lying. Do I look like a rug?
The guys give it from MahoganyJones the Fourrrrtth, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey.
I have a set here, so I'm just going to get to it. I've got two-liners, little bits, and big jokes.
Let's start off with some jazz to help me with my cadence. I was strolling down the street and saw a homeless man stroking a sock. I asked, is there anything else I can help you with?
Being on the naughty list isn't all bad. You at least have lingerie.
I'm hypothermic. To show you, I need to get naked.
I'd have a bigger personality if I lay sideways. I'm a doctor that specializes in meningitis. I kiss all my patients goodbye.
My pronoun is we, because I have feelings.
My girlfriend treats me like a dog. Every time we have sex, she calls me a bitch. I need a girl with both legs. I'm lactose intolerant. I use long names at Starbucks to make them work for it. I always get myself into situations where I look like a racist. I'm serious. I know it's my fault. The one that gets me in trouble the most is when I text in a hurry. I'll say, KKK.
I watched my first porn in Canada. It was a DVD, I was working and had to part ways with a lumberjack. He got the axe. And I'm getting the truck out of here.
A polar bear told a joke to a snowman and he didn't even break a smile. At the blank page, nothing takes place. Pronouns have become an issue. Mahi mahi is now pronounced mahi, him, her, ex. So, be prepared for that at the grocery store, everybody. Your receipts are now longer.
My dog would hate me. I fart too much. I don't do cocaine. It gives me the shivers. I was playing fetch with my dog in the Amazon. He ended up in the river. Now I got a new dog because the other one was eating for dinner. Why'd the jaguar cross the road? To get to the other hide.
I'm not addicted to smoking weed. I'm addicted to not doing shit. I tried to write a movie about a guy jumping off a bridge. It's dead in the water. No Place to Hide is a story about a homeless man seeking shelter.
I was on a date with a lady, and she asked me if I ever drugged a beer. I said once in a blue moon. Hot chocolate is cold chocolate at temperature.
Cleaning can cure depression, which is how I tell my wife to smile. You want to hear a stupid joke? I don't have any. They're all good. If you die from drowning because the current takes you out to sea, that's a riptide.
What'd the black button say to the jacket? Oh snap!
Running out of gas is like asking a stranger for a ride. It blows. I'm so broke, when I get robbed, they call it practice.
I used to work for spam. My emails never went through. I was in the park and met a blind dog. He was barking up the wrong tree.
A team pilot aimed to be the youngest woman to fly solo around the world, which she had to keep secret because her parents still think she's a virgin.
My girlfriend took me shopping, and she made sure we hit every store. So it'll be funny. When she was FaceTiming her mom, I picked up a dress and said, "This will be good for when you're showing." I was playing fetch with my dog in the Amazon. He ended up in the river. Now I got a new dog, and I'm gonna name him River. My dad was into magic, so he liked to disappear.
I'm into pantomime, but can't express it. What do sand and semen have in common?
What?
They both keep getting stuck in my vagina.
My pronoun is we, because I have feelings.
I don't know if you guys remember last night's game of Pictionary. I was drawing a blank. I read that caffeine is more addictive than cocaine. So I started taking my girlfriend to Starbucks. I tried to write a movie about a guy jumping off a bridge. It's dead in the water. I like to throw down pieces of clay. That's kind of how I like to write jokes. I don't know how you guys like doing it. Remote work is a job that moves you. Humans can spot lies with 54% accuracy. To achieve maximum efficiency, humans are advised to dab lies and not let the lies soak.
What do you call it when you sell two Asians?
Cha-ching! I quit my job as a ghostwriter. I left them speechless. I used to work for spam. My emails never went through.
I like to drink Kool-Aid because it's the only time I can get a hug. Saw a sign on the door that said open late. So I did. And it hurt. How do you snowboard? Goofy, but regular if you fuck me up.
I wrote a short story. It's called The Shark That Can't Swim. This is chapter 1. There is no chapter 2. The damn thing died. My neighbor asked me to help him hang a chandelier. We thought it'd be too heavy. Turned out to be a light fixture. Alright, I'm gonna sprinkle in a little bit longer jokes here. What I call little bits, and little bits are tiny jokes that take a little bit to get to a punchline.
I read a headline that said monster storms across US, which is a bummer because it was about weather.
Sorry for the delay, everybody. There was a train delay due to blood on the tracks. Police said it was a family of 4.
It's weird communists love ice cream and think everyone should get a scoop. Their most popular brand is Haagen-Dazs. Marriage is a disease caused by the love bug. To check the severity, put a ring around it and see if it gets worse.
My neighbor likes to tell me about new restaurants in the area. We usually eat together. He's my chicken wing man. Hey! I was on a beach pulling the cooler with a friend. The cop stopped and asked what's inside. I said sandwiches. He opened the lid. I said they're on the bottom.
Two hospitalized after small plane crashes on golf course. First responders were quick to the scene saying they got a hole in one.
Girls are like toasters. Easy to turn on with a finger, and when you get them wet, it ends in a bang.
The secret to killing yourself is practice. One day it'll click. Then it'll click, click, boom.
A new iPhone came out. My first iPhone was a success. It took a while to get, but when I did, I felt like it was an accomplishment. Success! I listen to classical music while driving in the mountains, so every turn is dramatic. Here comes a curve! Dolphins sleep with one eye open. A dolphin told me this after I saw him typing on the computer. Typing the letter E.
This is Fonzie trying to buy a vowel on the Wheel of Fortune. Hey!
Met a girl named Virginia. We called her Virgin, but not for long. My first college roommate was black. When we met, I said, "Hi, my name's Robert." And he yelled, "Oh, hell nah." Oh, hell nah, and I never saw each other after that.
I get cold sores, and the first time I got a cold sore was drinking out of a Mountain Dew can. So be careful the next time you do the do.
The other day I tried sending money to a friend. There were problems with the transfer. He asked what happened. I said I couldn't sell you.
The ampersand used to be the 27th letter in the alphabet and was removed for leaving everyone hanging.
when you're with your family at the ice rink and your nephew asks to stop, say uncle. He'll laugh, and then we all fall down. A hippopotamus cannot swim, so don't grab onto one. They'll get angry and attack. Then, you'll have to explain to the tour guide why Danny is no longer with us. Where's Danny? Danny didn't make it.
The last time I had a massage, I was on the table with a friend. And in the next room, I started to hear a grunt. After, I asked my friend about the noise. He said, "It wasn't me!"
I'll go back to the little bits, but I have this series. I want to see what you guys think. So I'll get on with it.
Last night I ate some bad sushi. It was a little fishy. Last night I had a dream. I cut my dick off. You have no idea how happy I was. When I woke up in the morning and found out it wasn't true, it was at a ribbon ceremony. And that's what I get for trying to tie it in a bow. Last night I got so drunk, I couldn't even hit my wife. I wanted to, but the spirits wouldn't let me. And I never want to get that drunk again. Last night I went clubbing. Was out with a few girls and I beat them to death. Last one here. Last night I big-toed a girl in the hot tub. I still need her to think my dick is big.
A U.S. fencer is facing sexual allegations at the Olympics and has a team safety plan to keep away from women by renaming all the women Perry.
You think the first person who created the calendar had a friend that always asked what year it was? I bet it was annoying when it first started. What's the year? 2.
Test, 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 test. That's Lil John as an Asian.
When I was younger, I woke up with a cramp. I told my mother I needed to go to the hospital. She said, "Okay, I'm going to get my hair done." 6 hours later, we were rushed to the ER. And after, the doctor said, "Thanks for catching it early."
If I was gonna name a company that poisons water, I'd name it Just Water. With the slogan of keep on moving. Five Guys is the only restaurant that calls you out for being high.
Yeah!
I need bacon to shake! Be cool, man. Be cool.
Yeah, be cool.
Recently I got a job in an animal shelter just to see the look on the pet owner's faces when I'd explain to them their dog died. My girlfriend is a Jehovah's Witness, which is perfect because I always forget her birthday.
These are all jokes. I don't have a wife. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm single. I'm gonna keep going. You're gonna keep laughing. I'm gonna keep telling them. A big joke is tiny jokes stacked on top of one another.
I was driving and saw an LED screen
That said, "Level 2, fire ban."
What happened on level 1 for Mr. Band to get fired on level 2?
What's level 3 gonna be?
Level 3, kill Band's family. Let's put an APB out on the bands because they make us dance. Why are fires allowed on level 1? Because smoke stacks.
I Ubered here. I found out. Thank you. I found out Uber has a new feature called silent mode that installed quiet time because too many dudes used to pick up chicks What Uber doesn't realize, rapes occur in silence. And silence is violence. Speaking of segues, I was molested in the bathroom of a medieval times.
But when you're an adult, they just call it being gay.
It's nothing weird. A man touched me. His eyes were blue. I remember that because I tried to look at him to get him to stop. It didn't work.
Made me piss faster.
Our story begins with me and him in an empty bathroom. Not a urinal between us.
He peeked over like I had a secret.
I don't. Just a regular dick penis. That pees faster when someone watches. Finally, I was done. He watched me shake.
I wanted to leave after that, but the reason I went to the bathroom was to wash the chicken grease off my hands.
And I was not about to get fingered and salmonella the same night. After I was done washing, that's when he came over to touch me.
Which is my fault because I was standing by the trash can. And my dick is sometimes mistaken for a junk drawer.
The awkwardness continued as we left at the same time.
Because my Midwest muscle memory made me hold the door open.
And to be honest, I felt good about it.
Because getting touched by a man
Is the only time you know you made someone happy.
What's the last step in eating out a fat girl? Wiping her forehead off.
I used to get boners in church. I went to a Catholic preschool that had mass every Thursday. So did I. Everyone was singing, "He is risen," and I thought they were talking about me. I was standing there in the second pew, pushing my dick down like a stuck whack-a-mole. A girl in my class called me out. She said, "What's in your pants?" I told her I was smuggling Christ. She asked if I felt the Holy Spirit. I said, "He's breaking my zipper." My dick was so hard, it was graded on a curve. My dick was so severe, it was upgraded to a hurricane. My dick was so stiff, a drunk wouldn't take a drink.
Alright, my dick was so hard, I named it David Goggins. Because it gets hard and stays hard, motherfucker.
To summarize, getting a boner in church is a lot like bringing candy to a pedophile. Both will please a priest.
Lebanon's people, lined up in queues of humiliation, they were asked to talk with a dick in their mouth and say hello.
I hate ordering food at gourmet restaurants. It's hard for me to navigate all the gay slurs. The other day, I walked into one of these bigoted boutiques, and the guy at the counter asked my order. I said, "Looking for a baguette?" He shouts, "Whoa! That's not this kind of place." Sorry, didn't know the rules. The worst is when I wanted something sweet. I said, "I don't like the dressing on that cream puff. Do you have a pumpkin muffin? Or maybe a Swiss Twinkie?" Comes back again, "Come on, not cool. Now you're just being rude." I wanted to leave after that, but thought I'd give it one more chance. Until I discovered there are even menu items that sound like a male rape is in progress. I asked, "Can I get a brioche? Raisin with a hazelnut flute."
What's yellow, white, and scary from a distance? A school bus with no brakes.
I'm a terrible person. I always smile when I see a midget. I'm slightly racist. And I like to text and drive. Being racist is a lot like texting and driving. Everybody does it.
You get mad when you see others doing it. And when you get caught, you swear it's your first time.
Just going back here, this is my hiding place. Let's see, I don't know, what do you think about this one?
I lost so much weight, my iPhone started seeing other people. Which sucks. It was the only relationship I've had that came with protection and a 5-year plan. We were compatible at first, then I started pushing all the wrong buttons. By the end, I was locked out, and the only person I could call was the emergency hotline. And they don't like it when you call to complain about an 11 with trust issues.
You know what? I got this big joke here. I've been trying to do it on this stage for a while now. So down is a direction everyone speaks. When there's something exciting, you say, "I'm down." If you're calling out a rival, you say, "He's going down." And if you like fun drugs, you're a downer. I like the word up. You can raise the suspense by being up in the air. Stutter like Peter Pan and float up, up, and away. Maybe you're a bad neighbor that's an uppity asshole. The one that gets me is when a double positive becomes a negative. I'll say, "Up yours!" I always get myself into situations where I look like a racist. I'm serious. I know it's my fault. I had to stop asking people at work what they do on the weekends. Are you going to mow the lawn? When are you flying home? Did you have to check a bag? Do you have plans on Christmas? The one that gets me in trouble the most is when I text in a hurry. I'll say, "KKK." So I understand I have some work to do. You guys want to see my impression of turning on and off a flashlight?
Yeah.
A 51-year-old mother became a TikTok sensation after sharing her sexy secrets of her ageless looks. The downfall: she smells like Nair. The coronavirus was initially named the coronavirus, but due to its country of origin, was lost in translation. Experts warn that there's an STD epidemic out of control. Luckily, it's only syphilis, so it's not that serious, and it's something you can tell her if she's having second thoughts. Fact checkers warn there are misleading claims about Hurricane Ian. It's actually a Category 5. There are reports of a Category 3, but that was when it was cold. You should have seen the way the stick hit the ball. It went off on a tangent. I started using Bumble, and a lady asked if I ever drove a convertible Porsche. I said I used to, but the owners reported it stolen. I said I was an open book, and she might not like what I have to say. She said, "Good thing I can't read." I said, "That's all right. I judge people by their appearance." She asked if what I was doing later. I said I was getting ready to go skydiving. She asked, "How do I do that?" I said I practiced falling down.
I asked if she likes scary movies. She said she gets too scared in her apartment, but she loves a good true crime story. I said, "I know what you mean, but I think it's best if we watch one together."
Hello, my name is Brennan, and I have an exciting name. My name sounds like you're revving up an engine. Brennan. How's it going, everybody?
I think gay men are brave, not for being able to sing pop songs in public, but for having the courage to walk into a bar with nuts on the floor, slurping on a pacifier. My number one fan back there. I wish I had their confidence.
I'll walk outside dressed like a dad on Saturday, praying you can't see tits. A gay walks outside in an outfit sponsored by a Jolly Rancher, telling the world he's proud to keep on sucking. I don't know how they do it. A gay man never looks uncomfortable. They'll be at work in a onesie, snug as a bug, while I'm burning up in a button-up like Bruce in a blazer. I don't get it. Even their stains are stylish. Tons of buns will be over there in a titty-touching tangent, getting celebrated for a tarnished t-shirt. And I'm in the bathroom with club soda, embarrassed by a Colgate smear, singing plop, plop, fizz, fizz, my shirt's covered in jizz. All right.
A natural disaster is defined as an event where natural forces cause great damage, and sometimes a loss of life occurs, which makes rape survivors natural disaster victims.
I used to be a small child. My family called me Little Rob. But my older brother called me Little for short. So naturally, I called him Bigger. And that's not something you can shout at a Kmart. Especially when you get lost all the time saying, "Where's my Bigger? Where's my Bigger?" Come to find out, he left you on purpose. Like a good Bigger. Then he'd tell on you, and I'd shout, "Shut up, Bigger!" That's when he'd beat me up, and I'd say, "Bigger, please! Bigger, please! Bigger, please!"
My friend's baby died. Her name was Hope. They're trying again. This time they're naming it A New Hope. All right, thank you guys. My name's Robert. You guys have a good night.
I found a Groupon for boxing classes. It was located in a battered woman shelter. So now, I start all my fights with, "No means no!" I wasn't sure if I was practicing self-defense or telling a dog he wasn't a good boy. But those women knew how to take a punch. I love my mom, but sometimes she used to beat me and make me soak the blood up with her tampon. I love my mom, but once a month, she was terrible. That's a joke on hating women and why. Recently, I got veneers. And one of the things they don't warn you about before getting veneers are all the pussy hairs that get stuck in your teeth. Nothing ruins the moment more than trying to chipmunk a black curly. What are you doing? Just trying to get an apple peel. Wrote that one on the ride over.
I lost so much weight, my iPhone started seeing other people. Which is sad. Because it was the only relationship that came with a protection of 5-year plan. We were compatible at first. Then I started pushing all the wrong buttons. By the end I was locked out and the only person I could call was the emergency hotline. And they don't like it when you call to complain about a level of trust issues.
A cold shower sounds like a party you throw before an abortion. And no one pisses on their hands with a plate of red velvet. It ruins the taste.
I know how to talk to white women. I know how to talk to black women. But I have no idea how to talk to Latinas. I feel like I need to say something sexy. Like, I got a good job. I work hard. My credit score's 850. I got car insurance. I read books. And I'm good with kids.
What God say to Noah? Go for wood.
My girlfriend's upset
Why?
because my hands are softer than hers. She's mad I don't use lotion. And asked, "What's your secret?" Told her I masturbate all the time. So now, she's jacking me off 24/7, hoping to get better skin.
That was great.
And I don't have the heart to tell her it wasn't with lotion.
Yeah.
I've been a dry jacker all my life. My hands are so smooth. I'll shake another man's hand and they'll immediately search for me on Grindr. My hands are so smooth. I gave a guy a high five and he slipped me a 20. My hands are so smooth, they should be sold by the carton. When I was 10, I actually burnt my hands on a kerosene heater. The doctor asked me why. Told him it was a conversation starter. He laughed and said there are better ways to get attention. I said, I know, but the iron was taken.
How do you tell a cow to come over?
Last night I big-toed a girl in a hot tub.
What?
That's funny by itself.
Last night I big-toed a girl in a hot tub and filled her to the brim.
Oh.
She asked, "How do you like margaritas?" I said, "Salt around the rim."
Last night I big-toed a girl in a hot tub. I still need her to think my dick is big.
Last night I big-toed a girl in a hot tub and my foot got stuck. It was a 5x10. Landscape. A portrait for a friend.
Last night I big-toed a girl in a hot tub.
Oh my god. Keep going. Okay.
I needed to pay the rent. She asked, "How do you big-toe a girl in a hot tub?" I said, "A swirl in a pinch."
An astronaut lost his friend to a black hole. He was torn apart. A bear chased a man for days in Alaska. The Coast Guard saw its SOS. That spelled out H-E. After the rescue, the Coast Guard questioned why the guy didn't call for help. The man said he tried to, but he was being chased by a bear.
It's not 2 letters, it's 10 more rocks.
Tesla was in the news for rampant racism. Black Adam was not supposed to work a double. I bought a Russian book on couch potatoes. It hasn't moved an inch. It's a lazy book. I don't know if you guys know this, but couch potato is Russian for lazy book. Russian. It's a lazy book is Russian for couch potato, and I thought that was funny. So that's why I wrote that joke.
You think it's weird living in LA? Try ordering ice at a Mexican restaurant. Necesita ice? I mean frozen agua.
And how do you know if your mom's on her period? She forgets to flush.
COVID turned me gay. I can't stop telling men I love them.
Oh, damn.
I don't even say it to my family. My dad will say I love you, and I'll treat it like he's donating to charity. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day. And if it's mom, I'll say, thanks for sharing. And when my brother calls, it's stop being gay. You guys like Ryan Reynolds? I enjoy him as an actor. I wrote this joke. Ryan Reynolds in a tinfoil cap. In case he spoils, that's my Reynolds rap.
I want to do that one again, except I want to sing it. Ryan Reynolds in a tinfoil cap, and Casey Spoils. That's my Reynolds rap.
Growing up, I played a lot of Little League to get away from the bullies. But I soon realized Little League was for parents that like to beat their kids and everybody be okay with it. One game I was hit by the pitch 7 times in a row. It was coach's pitch. My dad was the coach. At least at home he never made fun of me for rubbing it in. Just had to swallow my tears like a battered spouse and head to first. Mom starts cheering for the other team to get away from the abuse. You'd think she'd be more appreciative, sitting in front of a big diamond. That's when I realized it's not who you scold, but what you hold that makes it a domestic dispute. Because if you slap a kid in the face, you're a disgrace. But if you beat a kid with a knee pad, you're being a good dad. It even translates to the bedroom. Because if you're holding a whip, you're not crazy, you're kinky.
What type of tree grows on a cliff? Banzai! Fuck you.
I'd like to tell you a joke, but I'm afraid I'd perjure myself. That's me holding court.
Mercury rotates slow, so in order to survive, all you need to do is catch the moment daytime becomes night. There's about 90 seconds of, this is nice. Then it's, should a vacation on Mars.
I asked my wife if she had any fireworks the first time we met. She said, yeah, this one's a dud.
Tampax blames Amy Schumer for a tampon shortage, which also correlates with a shortage at the supermarket, because she keeps eating all the chocolate, and she also keeps stuffing the tampons up her vagina. How do you know this? I had to pull some strings.
Britney Spears' doctors want her father removed as conservator, which inspiring her new summer single, She Gypped Me Baby One Last Time.
A nice lady in a dress made fun of me for what I was wearing. I said it doesn't matter. I fuck with my clothes off.
I think my turtle's a drug addict. He keeps showing up with a straw in his nose. At first, I thought that's how he drank. Came back the next day with a straw and an empty six-pack.
Oh. Oh.
Must have been drinking a Roku sake. All 6 of those rings were shredded. And he was dragging the rings back as proof of a good time. Like Amber Heard in Me Too stories.
Oh, damn. Oh, shit.
I don't blame him. I'm just worried my turtle's cooler than me, and he doesn't even own a car.
I ran into a squirrel today. Poor guy. Didn't even know what hit him. I don't even think he could read. My car said Dodge. Probably thought it was a ram.
A lot of animals are attracted by sounds. Horses with a... Dogs with a whistle. Cats have a... Even women have a sound they're attracted to. Hey, yo, bitch! I'm just kidding. That's not... I wouldn't say that. That's... It's alright. That's a Cat Williams joke. I wouldn't say something like that. I'd say something more like, hey, nice tits! Not in today's climate. That probably wouldn't work. You'd have to say something more like, suck my dick!
Betsy Davis calls to abolish the Department of Education. Instead, she'll institute relearnment camps.
where the boys go to Jupiter and the girls get stupider. The Real Housewives of Cedar Sinai are introducing a new character. Lozenge will be performing, and she won't go down without a fall.
Remember anthrax? I couldn't stand the smell either.
Davon Allen, wide receiver for the Eagles, was disqualified for a false start. Phillies fans are still arguing, since they do that all the time. It's been 12 years since the start of One Direction. Now they're thinking about going the other way.
According to official Jurassic Park merchandise, a 3-day park ticket costs $500, which is discounted from the original price of $810.
An emu named Emmanuel Todd Lopez was chastised for a viral video because no Mexicans have middle names. The average person showers for 8 minutes. A person with above average height needs to use less water.
Meghan Markle wanted to be Hollywood's version of Princess Diana, and that's a turn-on for paparazzi because they like the chase.
Over 3 million shipwrecks are said to be lying on the ocean floor. But if you ask me, it's actually 4 million. 1 million was paid to keep quiet.
I used to get in trouble so much, I was scared of my own name. My parents would yell, "Robert," and I thought I stole something. My parents would shout my name like I was shot by the cops. And when I was caught, there'd be no justice and no peace. I don't know how I survived childhood. My parents beat me like a black guy at a traffic stop. They'd ask, "Do you know why I stopped you?" I'd be so scared I'd never know what to say. I'd tell them, "I know my rights." That's when they started whipping me like mashed potatoes with a wooden spoon. They pounded me like a bad dog. I was hit on more times than a hottie in a red dress. My parents beat me like a stepchild in last place. But I deserved it. Cops and parents are the same person. Because you never want to meet them. You never want to see them when you get in trouble. And you always call them during an emergency.
The best place to bury a dead body is just below the coffin. That's where the plot thickens. Last year for Halloween, my girlfriend went as a clearance rack. It's a shirt that's half off. Man, I was hoping that's the only reason I'm here tonight, guys. And that's a better laugh than all the jokes that I just wrote. A vampire left his door open. He made a grave mistake.
"I can't look at him," said the vampire to his friend. "Why?" he asked. "Because he's cross-eyed."
I've done a lot of things in my life. I'm thinking about changing professions. I want to be an exorcist for young women, and then fuck the hell out of them.
What do witches and black people have in common? They fly.
I love dating in LA. It's quite different from where I grew up. I'm originally from the country, where the only black guy we saw was on a housewife.
Oh.
Don't worry, that one bombed too the first time I said it.
Wow.
But everyone here is so exotic, you know? Whatever you're into, LA's got it. If you like gays, there's WeHo. Into Asians, just go to K-Town. If you like bums, just go back to WeHo. Crap. All right, no worries, I'll get there. So last Tuesday, I hooked up with the dirty talking school teacher who wanted me to role play as one of her students. No problem. I like learning.
wasn't until after I found out she taught special ed. I don't know what that says about my performance, so I called her up. And when she answered, I asked, "Did I do okay?" Without skipping a beat, she rattled off 3 critiques. Your wallpaper's peeling, your toilet's got freckles, and I paid for dinner. So needless to say, I didn't get nailed my report card.
I had a hard time making cheesecake. It was unbelievable. I couldn't crust it.
How do you say scallops in Spanish? Scallops?
I got red lights in my room. My friend says it looks murdery. Until I hit him with that red light special. Until I hit him with that TLC, with that red light special. That's what I wanted to do all through the night.
I went back to school. Took a Spanish class with an Indian professor. Today I learned, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
I call my dick the lazy boy, because it's comfortable.
My self-esteem is like getting pussy at a strip club. Fuck it, more ones. Fuck it, more ones. Fuck it, more ones.
Last night I met a girl that was stabbed 3 different times on a subway. That's a woman who doesn't understand how to take no for an answer. I kept trying to wave her away, but the stem broke on my stiletto. Her fault for wanting to be pretty. And I have the bigger eyelashes.
I have an impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger playing chess. I'll be black. I saw a homeless man with a sign that said paid in full. He was looking for a bite to eat. All I need to do is get him in the car and they'll blow me. It's a yes-brainer. Fucking on an air mattress is like going on a date at Denny's. It leaves an impression.
There are many jokes with layers. This one's about cakes.
Today, I woke up with a knife and my girlfriend missing. Bought a cake from a witch doctor with a warning label. Be careful witching. I'm deeply flawed. I missed my appointment at the groomers to be deflawed. That's not a joke, it's a memo to myself so I don't forget.
I miss talking to strangers on cliffs.
I like to ask them questions like,
Have you ever been pushed?
or
What do you think's down there?
probably something big.
My favorite.
Are we further than people could shout?
It's too bad no one likes to speak. A cliff is a great place for a conversation.
But it's only good as a final destination. You never want to say, let's meet at the cliff and go from there.
Not a joyful jumping off point.
My advice, if you want to have a conversation on the cliff,
Start with, this is where I'd bury you.
This last joke here, I'm gonna come up like I'm actually coming on stage. Yeah.
I like that streets are named by trees. Sycamore, maple, oak, cherry. I think it'd be fun if street names were a little more ambiguous. First, you're gonna go down that one way, then you're gonna take a right on that other road. If you see a street sign that says turn back, keep going. There'll be another that says gone too far. That's where you want to stop. Now, if you took a left when you should have taken a right, that's the easy way route. That path is dead end that leads to a swamp. Instead, flip a bitch, come back past the point of no return. That's where we get our deliveries. Let me know if you see a box. Tap the hood. Send them on the way.
I call those big jokes.
You guys have any questions? Nope. All right. Well, this is Mahogany Jones, and I don't know. My name's not Mahogany Jones. My name's Robert or Bobby, depending on who you are or what you feel like calling me. Mahogany Jones the Fourrrrtth is what I go by on social media, and if you need me, I'll be on the street sucking dick for the calories.
What's up, guys? Let's try this. I'm so white, I stand out like a smoke break. I'm so white, I'll walk into a room, people will stare at me like I just said black. I'm so white, if I dated a black girl, end up in the newspaper. I'm saying, I'm whiter than a gay man's back.
Oh, no.
Even my voice sounds like I'm about to call the manager. I'm so white, my dick's like a healthy snack. It's small enough that it doesn't count.
He's heating up. All right. It's warm under these lights.
I look like I robbed a graduation package.
I look like I robbed 8 banks. I look like I robbed the collection plate. I look like I robbed parking lots. No. I look like I robbed Jesus of his sandals. No. All right. I look like I robbed God of light.
I have to learn how to speak to people in front of me. Usually I'm talking when they're running away. I look like my face is stuck in carbonite.
If I was a Dorito package, I would be a Barely Gets By Ranch. I look like I eat push pops for a living. I guess that is funny. I didn't think that one was true. I just looked at this shirt and decided maybe that was a joke. I'm gonna try crowd work. Please don't get mad at me. Black shirt, glasses, nice face, great mask. I don't think that's crowd work.
I think your vagina looks like a spider attacking your eye.